Alrighty, this is Shawanda Green O'Brien, and I'm gonna try this documenting thing again. I remember I watched this video with Gary Vanderchuck, and he talked about n not really worrying about creating content, but instead just documenting your life. And so I haven't been journaling lately, and I find it, um, I really do enjoy journaling. And we're just talking about things like me talking about what I'm grateful for. Like that really helps me stay in a positive mindset when I think about what I'm grateful for. So, anyway, I haven't been journaling, and shooting a video will help me, kind of, it will be a journal. And one of the things I've really struggled with is perfectionism. So in this video, I'm not wearing any makeup. Um, this is the shirt I have on is just a shirt that I would wear any normal day in the office when I'm not in a robe or a onesie. So I'm just trying to be like, it's okay to be normal. And I'm not gonna edit this video very much unless I ramble on for too long, but when I hear myself make mistakes or say like a whole bunch of times, it's just gonna have to stay in there because these videos have to go up. So anyway, I don't think anything I just said was all that interesting. But one thing I did want to talk about is my to-do list because I think that will help me be accountable. So the first thing that I need to do is we got this music together book today. It just showed up on our doorstep, which was really strange. I don't know why they didn't put it in the mail. And it comes with a completely useless CD. Like, I don't know why people still give you CDs. But anyway, so one of the things I said I was going to do is to actually download the code so that, or download the app and enter the code or whatever so I can access these songs. This is like proprietary music, I believe. And the last time my son Xavier, who's 14 months old, was in this music together class, like I didn't have access to the songs. I also didn't take him to the music together class all the time. It was a weekly class, and my husband would take him most of the time. But anyway, when I was there, and people were singing these songs I've never heard before, like I just sit there mumbling like an idiot. So I want to be able to participate this time, and I also want Xavier to be able to hear the songs over and over again when he's away from class because he's not speaking. He's 14 months old, so I mean, I don't expect him to be a chatterbox. However, I I think he could be speaking more words, more understandable words. And I know that music is really good and it's something that's enjoyable for us as a family. It's enjoyable for him. And the repetition is really good. And so I think like if I know these songs, I can also integrate the characters in the songs with other learning activities. So that is important to me. Just something as simple as downloading a code. Anyway, um, I want to print these taller folder activities. I've been following this homeschooler, former teacher, and I'm former teacher, but she's an educator. She's just teaching her kids. But either way, I think her name is like JD or something. But she really just opened my eyes to the possibilities of what you can teach a toddler. I know that I have not been intentional with Xavier in terms of helping him learn different things. And so that's my responsibility as a parent to make sure that my child is properly educated and that, he's set up to excel. So I have not been doing that, and that's where my big focus is. But either way, I've seen mothers on YouTube teach their children how to recognize their letters when they're 2 years old. And that's not something that I grew up seeing. Children recognize their letters or being able to read by the age of 3. I have that is just like that's not part of my reality. But it is nice to know that that's possible. And so when I think of learning activities when I was a kid, like I really enjoyed learning and sitting down and completing puzzles. I enjoyed reading. And so like when I think about learning, I don't want to think of it as something that is work because I still enjoy learning things. I still very much enjoy consuming nonfiction information, regardless of how useless. I still like to look up things. So anyway, I'm just rambling. The toddler folder activities, back to what I really was saying. I want to print out his ABCs, okay, all the letters of the alphabet, and I think the numbers, and just make this part of a toddler folder that I have and that I'm creating for like things that we could do every single morning, even on weekdays when, you know, like I work from home, but we live in our basement apartment. And so there are things that I can do before our nanny comes with Xavier, because, you know, we're up. I can do some learning activities with him, because then I can make sure that he's getting the education that he needs. Anyway, so I'm going to create, this is really, I just have to write it down. I'm going to print a simple toddler folder cover. I had to write simple because I have a tendency to be a perfectionist, and that means that things often don't get done. So now I just thought about it. I don't even have to print the toddler folder cover. I have here some white paper, and I have a pen, and I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to do it right this second, but that is the new to-do item, which is to just write that on there. Toddler folder. Done. Okay. And then I am going to laminate the toddler folder activities, the ones that I was talking about before, the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, and put them in the toddler folder. There's a bunch of crap in my Amazon cart, not crap, but little things that I want to use when it comes to educating Xavier. Like I got some colored popsicle sticks, some colored pom-poms to help him with sorting, his fine motor skills. I have some index cards that I'm going to like just write the letters on so that I can flip through them. This is what JD recommends. So even for like a 1.5-year-old, you can flip through. I'm going to do it for a 14-month-old. He'll be 15 months soon. So I'm going to do it for a 15-month-old. Anyway, I need to make an appointment with a physical therapist. And I went to the doctor today, and I have this condition where there's like a fracture in my spine. It's, you know, something that affects like 6% of the population. And I think, you know, after talking to the spine specialist, I just come to the conclusion that what's really probably the problem is that I sit and I haven't been exercising. I am the most out of shape I have ever been in my entire life. Like since I can remember, like since I have had memories, I'm the most out of shape I've ever been. I'm also the oldest I've ever been. Oh, look, I'm older again. So anyway, yeah, so I haven't been working out. But either way, I need to, you know, I do want to go talk to a professional because it was recommended to me like 6 years ago to go see a physical therapist. So I'm going to actually follow the doctor's advice. So I need to do that. But before I do that, I have to call the insurance company because we have this HMO. And I'm already unhappy because I had to go to the doctor. And I had to go to a primary care physician first when I knew that I needed to go see an orthopedic surgeon about my back issues. So I already knew that, but I had to schedule an appointment with a primary care doctor, wait I don't know how many weeks to meet with them, wait another week to meet with the orthopedic surgeon. He referred me to another doctor. Initially I was going to have to wait 5 more weeks. So like when I'm just like, I could have been seen already. I could have been seen. Anyway, so this HMO thing is not where it's at. But when I went to the spine specialist, the lady at the front desk told me that I needed a referral. That I needed a referral for the from my primary care physician to see the spine specialist. So she said a specialist can refer you to another specialist. So I'm like, so like think about this. Like I did end up getting seen by the spine specialist, but think about this. I had to go see my primary care doctor, which took weeks before I saw a doctor. After I got the referral, actually, I had to go back. I went to the primary care doctor on a Saturday. I had to go back to the doctor on Monday to pick up the referral. I got the referral, and then I made an appointment. Fortunately, the orthopedic surgeon who I wanted to work with, had a cancellation, so I scheduled the appointment on ZocDoc. That was a pretty smooth process. Then when I got to his office, he said, you know, you got this thing with your spine. I'm going to refer you to a spine specialist. So I made an appointment with a spine specialist. That appointment was 5 weeks later. Okay. So what I did was I just kept checking the spine specialist appointment page to see if he had a cancellation. And sure enough, I was able to get in almost a month earlier. But think about this. Think if I had to wait all the extra 5 weeks, because this is what happened when I got to the spine specialist. She told me I need to go to the primary care doctor to get a referral from the primary care doctor. Now think if I had waited 5 more weeks, and then I would have had to go back to my primary care doctor and then go back to reschedule the appointment. Like by this point, 4 or 5 months will have passed. And I'm like, I'm in pain right now. So anyway, the to-do item is to call the insurance company and ask them if I need to go back to the primary care doctor to get a referral for the physical therapist. Because, see, a specialist referred me to them. So anyway, and I also need to create a daily activity log for Xavier, like something just to keep me focused and our nanny focused on what we're working on. So one of the things that I recently did was just like, we have to focus. Like Xavier cannot have, we cannot read 50 different books to him, Dr. Seuss books. Like he's 14 months old. He cannot sit through a Dr. Seuss book at this moment. We may enjoy it, but he won't. So I, took out some books that are like board books, ones that can be more interactive. And we're just like, let's just focus on these books. So either way, if I'm looking at developing a particular area, I want to make sure that, like that's written down and, we're cycling through different activities. We're cycling through different books and songs, but this is pretty much the same ones during a short period of time, but that we have some sort of guidance as to what Xavier is working on. And so I said that I was going to look for a daily activity log, and what I have to do is just do it myself, because it's like, come on, do I really need someone to tell me how to create a basic schedule for a toddler? Like I have a college degree. I am a licensed CPA. Like I should be able to figure this out without researching for 2 hours the best damn daily activity log for a toddler. So anyway, that's one of the things I'm going to do today. And that is my day. This is April 3rd, 2019. Shawanda Green O'Brien bringing you mundane details of my life. I will see you later.